Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been about 6 months since I brought you my 2024 pedal board video, so you know, it's completely different now. I've got a problem. So what I thought I would do today was bring you an update video, show you what's new, show you what hasn't changed, and yeah, there's stuff that hasn't changed, alright? Don't judge me. So yeah, we can talk about how it's wired. I mean, it's pretty simple to be honest these days, but you know, take you through some sounds, that kind of thing. We're going into the Tonex, and that's straight into my interface. We are on a Deluxe Reverb model today because I use a Deluxe Reverb Tone Master as my main amp. So yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? Right then, here we go. So this is everything off. Just the sound of the Tonex, the Deluxe Reverb that we got dialed up. So really simple sound. There's no compression on that. You know, you can add some compression. You can add some reverb on there as well. We've taken all of that off, so it's just straight up dry kind of Deluxe Reverb sound. Now, if you look at the pedal board cam, you can see going from kind of right to left along the bottom row, it's all basically wired in series. You know, you start at the tuner, we're into the Ego 76 compressor from Wampler, into the Poly Blue Octave, which both of those are kind of new additions to the board since the last video. Then we're on to the Super Overdrive, which I've had for ages now. It's the Wazacraft version. I really like that custom mode in there. My favourite fuzz pedal ever, the Beatronics Vespa. It's been on my board for ages now. I don't think I've taken it off since I got it. I just absolutely love that fuzz. And then a new addition on the board is the Dane Mark 1 from Thorpe FX. I've been meaning to try that pedal for so long. And you know, it just kind of really dropped in price now that there's a Mark 2. So I picked that up really cheap on eBay. I've got a whole video on it doing, you know, a deeper dive into it. But I absolutely love that pedal. It's become my kind of main drive pedal. From there, we don't actually go into the looper. We go up to the next tier. And again, another Thorpe pedal, the Deepoggin. Again, I got a video on this on the channel. Really cool analog chorus pedal. Really reminds me of the Boss CE1, the original kind of big box Boss chorus pedal. From that, we're into another new addition. So many new additions. It's the Line 6 HX1. I got that because I did have a tremolo pedal on here. I had the Nightwire, which I don't know if you can see. It's actually behind me over here. That's for sale on eBay, by the way. But I just want something on there that I can use to put, you know, for various different modulation effects that I don't have a dedicated pedal for. This can do a load of cool reverbs as well, a load of cool delays. Now, I don't really need the reverbs in it because I've got the Strymon Big Sky MX on the end there, but when it comes to delays, I love the Boss Space Echo, and that is the next pedal in the chain. But, you know, it only really does one sound, right? But I just love that pedal. It's so cool. So I thought, well, if I get the Line 6, the HX1, then I can use that for kind of additional modulations. And I can also use the cool delay sounds that are in it, like reverse, glitch, all that kind of stuff. So it's a win-win for that. Win-win with the HX1 in my opinion. Hey guys, just cutting in here to say if you are enjoying the video, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really does help the channel grow. It helps get in front of more eyes, all of that kind of stuff. Really appreciate it. Cheers. So from the Space Echo, we're into the Big Sky MX, obviously a new release this year. It's just an amazing reverb pedal, does all the really cool sounds. I love the thing. Pricey boy, but worth it in my opinion. Anyway, let's get some sounds. So this is what it sounds like just going into the Tonex. This is what my tuner sounds like. Pretty good, right? And then I'll kick in the compressor. I have this always on. It's a cool compressor. It's, you know, modeled on the LA 76. I think I got that right. There's loads of different kind of takes on that pedal, on that studio compressor, sorry. I just particularly like Wampler pedals, and I liked the price of the Wampler one. It's cheaper than some of those alternatives. And they make great pedals, and it looks great as well. So, so this is that. Bit of a volume drop, but we compensate for that in a little bit with the Dane, so we'll get to that. Next up, I've gone back to this pedal. I had it a couple of years back. I don't think I ever made a video on a channel on it because it was kind of before I was really doing this whole YouTube thing. It's a Polyblue Octave from MXR. So I did have this, like I said, and then I switched for the Boss OC5, and then I got rid of that as well, and I was using a HX Stomp for a while with to get my octave sounds. But there's something about the Polyblue Octave that's just really cool. It's the upper octave sounds that you can get out of it are way more convincing than the OC5. The only thing I felt about with the OC5 was that to me it was more responsive. It had less latency, but I think the rest of the features in the Polyblue Octave kind of make up for it. You can do loads of stuff. It's got fuzz in there. It's got modulation effects, but I'm mainly using it for octave down, and I normally use it in the mono mode, to be fair. So I'll kick that in. That's really quiet. I'm going to kick the Dane in, get our volume back up. So I spoilt that really, and there's the Dane, and that's how I typically have it set. It's kind of that edge of breakup sound. It sounds a lot like a blues breaker pedal to me. I kind of covered that in my video on it, but light gain, and then you can kick in a boost and get a bit more. Sounds cool. So go back to the Polyblue Octave. But that really sounds good with fuzz, right? So. But yeah, that's the Polyblue Octave, and a taste of the Vespa as well. Kick in the SD1. Stacks quite well with the Dane, I think, and when you bring in a boost you get, like, you know, a nice saturated overdrive. And if we get a bit of delay and reverb going as well, it sounds great for leads. We covered the Dane, so let's move on to the deep organ. Let's slow it down a bit with my foot. And what's really great about the deep organ is that you can take all of the wet signal out? No, all of the dry signal out, that's it, and get vibrato. So now it should just be vibrato. and vibrato is my favourite modulation effect. So moving on to the HX1, like I said, I'm using this mainly for just some modulations and some of the kind of more kind of glitchy reverb, delay, sorry, that kind of stuff. But right now it's on tremolo. But we've also got, I've only got really 3 patches set up on it so far, but we've got a phaser. Ooh. That's enough of that. And I've also got a flanger. But yeah, lots more to learn and program on that one. Space Echo. I love just kind of dialing in some tape age and modulation, keeping the repeats quite dark. Did a video on that pedal ages ago now on the channel, so check that out. And then the Big Sky. I want to show you my current favourite thing on the Big Sky, if I don't mess it up. But I love doing this with the choir mode. I've kind of set up a patch which, if you play this without kind of doing volume swells, it's really over the top and sounds awful, but when you do it with some volume swells, it sounds pretty cool. The way I like to use that is building it in the background of a loop. So I got the ditto on the very end there. It's the last thing in the chain. Again, another pedal I've got a video on. It's my favorite looper. It's just really easy to use, but has the right kind of features that I need. So that's it really. I mean, I think maybe I'll play you out a little bit and do a bit of a kind of overall demo, just how I use some of the sounds. But that's the board. Let me know what you think. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Just a quick kind of rundown of the pedal board in its current state. One of the things I decided to do with the board is make it a lot easier to tweak. I'm not gigging, so I don't need it to be perfectly cabled and all cable tied down on the underneath and what have you. So I've stripped a lot of that back and just, made it kind of pedal to pedal cabled. Did a bit, usually kind of little clip things that come with the Fender pedal board to secure some of the wires loosely underneath, but generally it's just way easier to swap pedals in and out now. So that makes my life a lot easier because I was rebuilding the thing every couple of weeks. But yeah, look, I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.